Are you ready to change your life overnight with just one powerful surah from the Quran? As the sacred days of Muharram approach, Allah opens a special door of mercy and blessings for those who seek Him sincerely. What if the solution to your worries, financial struggles, emotional pain, or spiritual emptiness was just a few verses away? There is a surah that many Muslims have turned to in times of difficulty, and they've witnessed unimaginable relief, risk, and inner peace. It's not magic. It's the power of the Quran and the timing of sincere action. Before the 9th of Muharram, you have a golden chance to recite this surah and ask Allah for a new beginning. If you're watching this, it's not by accident. Allah may be guiding you to something greater. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could be your moment of transformation. 1. The importance of Muharram in Islam. Muharram is one of the 4 sacred months mentioned in the Quran, and it holds a unique position in the Islamic calendar as the very first month of the year. Its name, Muharram, itself means forbidden, indicating that it is a time when fighting and conflict were traditionally prohibited and acts of righteousness were especially encouraged. This month is not only significant for its sanctity, but also for its spiritual weight. Good deeds performed during this time are multiplied in reward, making it an ideal period for self-reflection, worship, and seeking Allah's mercy. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ referred to it as the month of Allah, which further highlights its elevated status. It serves as a reminder of the hijrah, migration, and the sacrifices made by the early Muslims for their faith. Muharram also marks important historical events, such as the day of Ashura, which is deeply connected to the legacy of Prophet Musa, alayhi salam, and later the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, Razi Allah Ta'ala Anhu. While Ashura is a focal point, the entire month offers abundant spiritual opportunity. Beginning the year with acts of worship sets a tone of blessings and barakah for the months to come, making Muharram a gateway to spiritual transformation. The spiritual power before 9th Muharram. The days leading up to the 9th of Muharram are not ordinary. They are filled with quiet, divine blessings that many overlook. While the 10th of Muharram, known as Ashura, is widely known for its spiritual significance, the days before it carry immense value as a preparation for this sacred moment. During these days, believers have the chance to engage in remembrance of Allah, seek forgiveness, and perform good deeds that are multiplied in reward due to the sanctity of the month. The spiritual energy in these days is subtle yet powerful. It's a time to align the heart with sincere intentions, repent from past sins, and increase in acts of devotion, such as extra prayers, Zikr, and especially reciting the Quran. This period is a divine opportunity to reset spiritually before Ashura arrives. It's like standing at the doorstep of a powerful spiritual event, and whatever you carry with you, your prayers, hopes, and efforts, can be accepted and magnified. Taking advantage of the nights before the 9th with focused worship opens a path to inner peace, divine help, and unexpected blessings. This window of time is a hidden gift, waiting to transform those who approach it with sincerity. 3rd Surah Al-Waqi'ah, the Surah of Rizq and Barakah. Surah Al-Waqi'ah, the 56th chapter of the Quran, is famously known as the Surah of Rizq, sustenance. It holds a special place in the hearts of believers who seek financial stability and blessings in their provisions. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ encouraged the recitation of this surah, especially at night, for those who wish to be protected from poverty. Many scholars and righteous people have testified to its impact, experiencing ease in their finances and unexpected avenues of provision after making it a regular part of their nightly routine. The surah itself is filled with powerful reminders of the hereafter, categorizing people based on their deeds and highlighting the consequences of their choices. Its themes naturally encourage one to reflect, humble themselves before Allah, and realign their life with spiritual goals. But beyond its lessons, it carries a divine secret for worldly relief. When read with sincerity, it opens unseen doors and brings barakah, blessings, into one's livelihood. Reading Surah Al-Waqi'ah before the 9th of Muharram, during a time when Allah's mercy is already descending, combines two powerful spiritual elements: the blessings of sacred time and the power of sacred words. Together, they invite miracles into one's life. The spiritual impact of reciting Surah Al-Waqi'ah. The recitation of Surah Al-Waqi'ah does more than bring financial ease. It transforms the soul. When a believer engages with this surah, especially during a sacred time like Muharram, the heart softens and the connection with Allah deepens. Its verses serve as a powerful reminder of the hereafter, shaking the soul awake and redirecting it toward a life of purpose, submission, and trust in Allah's plan. This internal transformation often becomes the foundation for outer changes in one's life. Spiritually, it strengthens tawakkul, reliance upon Allah. When read consistently, Surah Al-Waqi'ah instills hope, calms anxiety about the future, and develops gratitude in the present. The heart begins to detach from worldly worry and instead focuses on what truly matters, seeking Allah's pleasure. This shift brings a sense of peace that wealth alone can't provide. Additionally, many who recite this surah with reflection and dua report not only improvements in their financial state, but also relief from hardships, family harmony, and mental clarity. The blessings come in many forms, often tailored to what the soul needs most. In essence, Surah Al-Waqi'ah doesn't just impact your rizq, it brings light to your heart and realigns your entire spiritual path. The power of timing and intention in reciting Surah Al-Waqi'ah. In Islam, the timing of our worship can significantly increase its impact, and when paired with sincere intention, the results are even more profound. Reciting Surah Al-Waqi'ah before the 9th of Muharram places your worship within a sacred period, multiplying its spiritual benefits. It is not just about reading the words, it's about aligning your heart with the moment. The days leading up to Ashura are filled with mercy, and your dua during this time is more likely to be accepted. When you recite with awareness of this timing, you tap into a powerful window of divine response. Equally important is your niyyah, your intention. A heart that turns to Allah, not out of habit, but out of genuine faith, humility, and desire for change, holds immense value. Before reciting, pause for a moment and set your intention. Ask Allah for transformation, relief, or whatever your heart desires. Approach the surah not just as words, but as a heartfelt plea, wrapped in worship. When timing and intention meet, especially during a spiritually charged moment, like the eve before the 9th of Muharram, your recitation becomes more than an act. It becomes a seed planted in divine soil, ready to bloom with Allah's will. 6. Encouragement to practice and see the results. Often, we hear about the blessings found in certain acts of worship but hesitate to act on them, either due to doubt or distraction. But Allah's mercy is always near for those who take even the smallest step toward Him. Reciting Surah Al-Waqi'ah before the 9th of Muharram is one such simple act that can open the door to life-changing results. You don't need hours, You just need a few sincere minutes, a quiet space, and a focused heart. Many believers who have made this surah a part of their spiritual routine testify to unexpected shifts in their lives, financial ease, emotional strength, and relief from burdens they had been carrying for years. But to experience these blessings, one must first try. This is your invitation. Don't just listen, act. Take this opportunity seriously. Recite Surah Al-Waqi'ah. Raise your hands in dua and trust Allah with the outcome. Islam teaches us that Allah loves consistent effort, even if it is small. This surah could be your starting point. Let this Muharram be the time you break old patterns and start a new chapter of faith, provision, and peace. Sometimes transformation begins with a single step, and that step could be tonight. This could be the moment your life begins to shift. Through the power of the Quran, the sacred days of Muharram, and your sincere effort. Don't miss this opportunity. Recite Surah Al-Waqiah before the 9th, make heartfelt dua, and trust Allah's timing. If you found this video beneficial, please like, share, and subscribe to Intellect Deen for more Islamic reminders. May Allah bless you with endless rizq, peace, and guidance. Comment below, Ya Allah, open the doors of barakah in my life. Your journey starts now.